Hey guys, it's Drew here at Corner My Eye, and I have a mini album to share with you today. This mini album was made using the Madeline collection from Prima, and I was actually sent the cuts, because you can see these are shaped pages, the cuts and the canvas and everything with the paper so I can make a full mini album from Dale over at Creatively Chloe. She sent me all the papers and the chipboard and canvas and stuff. I added all the embellishments and stuff, but it was awesome that she did that. Thanks so much, Dale, and make sure to check her out at Creatively Chloe. I'll link her in the description below. But as you can see, this mini album is so thick. It's like thick. So I think I'm just going to start off with the binding. The binding is two basic rings, one at the top, one at the bottom. I added on some seam binding, which I scrunched and distressed, and I added on some vintage lace from Flamingo Scraps on eBay. And this charm is 3 garment pins all attached together. And I hope you can see that. My camera's not really focusing. There it is. 3 charms all attached together. One of them which has a pair of scissors on it, the other one has a bird cage, and the last one just has a little spool. And it kind of looks like one of those industrial chic charms because of the way I rolled the head pin on there. So I really like the way that that charm assembly kind of turned out. It's just sort of vintage looking. Now the front of the cover, I used a Reflections, or Recollections rope flower here. This is a frog feathers trim, and I love the way I distressed, or I stained this flower, and I added a pearl to the center. I also added a couple of Prima roses all around here. Here's a Prima flower here. Here's a part of a Prima vine, actually. This is a little butterfly bead right there that I also got from Dale. I punched out a couple of butterflies from some music note paper. This is a teal songbird from Prima. I then added on a couple of the leaves from the vine that this flower came from. And this is a vintage trinket from Marion Smith. It's a heart lock. And just a little bottle from Tim Holtz with some diamond dust in there. And I hope you can kind of see in that bottle. And it kind of looks distressed looking. What I did was I glued everything down, and then I used my Lindy Stamp Gang. I used so much Lindy Stamp Gang. I think this one was in the Buccaneer bronze. And I just sprayed over the top of it to kind of give it that grungy vintage look. And then you open to the first page. And the first page is, again, that half circle shape. But I added another one of the teal songbirds. This is a Making Memories bloomer trim that I just cut apart and used as a flower. Here's a Dream-a-Dosh ticket. These little leaves are actually from the new Ruby Violet from Prima, which will be released in about 2 weeks. So that should be shipping soon. It's just like a little leaf. It looks something like this. They're for the necklaces, but I just used it here. And then a pink rose and a little bow that I tied in some of my new favorite cording. Let me show you it. It looks like this, and it's from Michaels, and it's like paper cording though. It's like really nice cording. So I've been using that a lot lately to tie bows and such. So I tied that one, and then I punched another butterfly up here. On this page, this was canvas. I first started off by misting with my favorite color. Let me go grab it really quickly. My new most favorite color of Glimmer Mist. It is the French Vanilla Tattered Angels Mist, and it is the Chalkboard Mist. It is my favorite color. I love it. I used it to stain the flower on the front right here. This flower here, I stained it using the French Vanilla. I sprayed this on with the French Vanilla, if you can kind of see the lighter color up here. Then I went over it with some Lindy Stamp Gang, probably in, I think this one was Gossamer Gold. And then I added on some lace that I got at a trade show. And I added on a little filigree from our charm store. I'll make sure to link the charm store below. That's where all of the charms on the outside came from as well, like the bird cage and the scissors and stuff. So, if you'd like to check that out, make sure to check it out below. This is a Prima Bronte Bloom flower, and a vintage button, and a little pink rose, and this is a Hope-a-Dosh ticket, and as you can see, this page has a scallop edge on it. And I just added my very own extra large eyelets from We Are Memory Keepers in antique bronze. On this page, I added on some satin pleat trim from Maya Road and a filigree, which will hold in your tag. This is a tea-dye tag that I got from Julie over at thepaperbaglady.com, and it looks like this. Really fun. It's like a tea-dye tag. I love this tag, and it just perfectly slips in here, and this trim over here will keep it in place, kind of have to lift it up and push it in. And then the flowers and the filigree will keep it in place. So on the filigree, I just tied a button and added it on. And down here, I just added on a little rose and another Prima rose. And these are the Dreamy Collection roses from Prima. This is some more of that Making Memories trim that I used right there, but I actually used it in the trim form and added a little bit of Prima lace that I tied in a bow. And this just has 2 tags that I glimmer misted, both with Lindy Stamp Gang. I think this was an Inviolaceous Violet, if you can kind of see that purple tint in the background there. And then this one was in Jolly Roger Red. So really pretty tags. And then the back are just plain for journaling, and this side's for photos. And I just added a little half of a filigree right there. And those just slide behind the trim. I just adhered the trim on this side and added 2 buttons, and this page actually has a tab right there. And on the next page, this is some more lace that I got from a trade show, and then another one of those Reflections flowers that I glimmer misted using some Jolly Roger Red glimmer mist. Oh no, this was a silver. What is the silver color? It is, I forget what the silver color is, but it was a silver one, and if you can kind of see that silver shimmer on there, really, really pretty. And then I added on a I Am Rose's Cherry Blossom, a Prima Mini Rose, another Prima Mini Rose, a vintage sewing machine charm from our charm store on Etsy. So again, I'll put the link below, and a filigree from our charm store on Etsy. This is also from our charm store on Etsy. They're the vintage bikes. These are so popular. We've probably sold at least 100 of these already. They are really, really popular. And this one, oh, I need to reglue that one on. But I added on a couple of Prima flowers here. Here's an I Am Rose's Cherry Blossom. And I misted this using a Tattered Angels glimmer screen. And I just misted it with some, let me see. I wonder if you can kind of see that shimmer in there. This was using Gossamer Gold. And then I added on a bit of Webster's Pages lace, which I absolutely love. And it looks something like that. Really, really pretty. And this is another tab page, but it's cut from canvas. And then on this page, I actually didn't do anything to the canvas. I just added a humongous Prima, what are these called? I have like all the names of the Prima flowers memorized, and I totally forget what this one's called. I think it's not the Gatsby, it's not the Dutchire. I don't know, I'll think of it. But then here's a little filigree from our shop, and also a little resin flower from Prima's Bling. This is an I Am Roses, or a sunflower that I got in a haul from somebody, or in a rack, and then a little cherry blossom, and I added a bit of cording back here, and Astoria Dodge ticket, and I still don't remember the name of that flower. This is using some lace from Webster's Pages. It's my most favorite lace. I love this lace. It's so pretty. It has like little polka dots on it, and I just kind of put it in a circle. Added a Prima flower on that I misted with some Lindy Stamp Gang. This is a little Prima gold rose. This is from their Precious Metals collection. And then a little vintage button that I cut the shank off of. And then a I Am Rose's Cherry Blossom, a Prima little mini rose, and a little button. And I liked it with a button sitting kind of upwards. And I just kind of rubbed some glimmer mist on the back of here in the coffee shop color. And on the next page here, you can kind of see that a bit more. That's what I use my French vanilla on. I'm addicted to this. I bought an extra bottle just because I love the color so much. And I sprayed the background with some Gossamer Gold Glimmer Mist. And I added an owl charm, again from our Etsy store. The ones in our Etsy store actually have little bling in the eyes. This was one that I had from a while ago, but we actually got these in our Etsy store. So, again, I'll put the link below. The filigrees from our Etsy shop. This is some of that lace that's from that trade show that I got a while back. A shank button that I cut the shank off. And 2 little white Prima roses. And then on this page, this is like a top note shape page. You can probably see it better on the back there. But this page has some more of that trim that I used on the binding here. And this is from Flamingo Scraps on Etsy. It was from one of their vintage lace grab bags. And then I added on this really pretty Prima flower that I misted with the, I think it's the Baby Blue Eyes Aqua, Lindy Stamp Gang, and a bit of the French Vanilla mist just on the edges. And then another one of those really pretty flowers that I sprayed in the middle with some Gossamer Gold Glimmer Mist. A vintage button, if you can kind of see the detail on those vintage buttons. Really, really pretty. And then this Adora Dodge ticket, and 2 little white Prima flowers that I added a bit of spray to. And the back just has my signature, and yeah, that's the mini album. I hope you enjoyed this video on this mini album. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I think I'll just probably leave it on a shelf or something to look at. And thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye, everyone.